Hello and welcome back to Factorio. So I've been talking here for about the past 15 minutes and I hadn't hit record. So that's annoying. Let me talk you through what I've been doing. One, I thanked Yarg64 or Yarg64 for pointing out that this machine wasn't getting any iron. Oh, we need a radar in the middle of our base, don't we? Yeah, there's like a blind spot there. So in order to fix that, I needed to get iron out to here so it could grab some. So I wanted to use undergrounds, but I couldn't use a yellow undergrounds because it would interfere with this yellow underground. So I automated the production of red belts. This red belt uses yellow belts and a load of gears. The red splitter uses a yellow splitter, a load of gears and green circuits, and the red undergrounds uses a load of gears and yellow undergrounds. I'm queued up a load of research which is going, and then I dropped down some radar dishes. I dropped one down here. I dropped this one out here. Put like a little defensive outpost around it, just a single layer of walls, so if it attracts some early biters it should be able to fight off the first few waves and give us time to react. I also made a little military book, blueprint book, so I can drop down another radar and gun outpost nice and easily if I want. And then I was just discussing how I was going to defend this area when I realised I hadn't been recording. Sigh. Okay, we've got quite a nice long cliff wall here. So I think I can cluster some defences here, just to make sure they don't sneak around. Block this with walls, block that with walls and gun turrets, build a nice strong perimeter around where my oil's going to be, and then I just have to block there and there, and that I think will be defended enough, because if this starts outputting pollution they're likely to run in a straight line towards it and hit our defences rather than work out their way to go around. They may eventually work out their way to go around, but for now it'll do. So, I think the first thing we need to think about is defending this oil. I need a lot more gun turrets, I think. A lot more gun turrets. Right, why are the trains defaulting to the wrong way round? I thought if you had a signal on a track which does set a direction, that a train would just go down in the right direction. Oh well. Right, let's take this back to the base. To go around a junction you have to hold the direction you want to turn from the point of view of the train. Right, so trains can just crash into each other, that's good to know. We did give this a proper name, didn't we? Coal-based delivery, yes we did. Right, so I'm here for more gun turrets because I need a lot more than 26. And we want to drop a radar down because we discovered there's a blind spot in the middle, didn't we? That looks like a good place. Right, so I already grabbed all the bullets in the world. I just forgot to grab gun turrets. Right. I need more than a single stack of gun turrets. Let's go with 4 stacks of gun turrets. So I could make a car, which means, you know, you can drive around at will and that, but most of the places I'm going to want to go to most of the time are going to be on the train network, so, you know, I can just use trains. And they're a lot faster than the car and easier to steer. Right, luckily you don't take damage when you just sort of go to the end of the line. Okay, so now I've got 76 gun turrets. Now I might set up a system for like automatically reloading gun turrets at some later point. But for now, we're just going to do this. Control copy. We just need it to be above where the oil is. So if we do that, and we can line it up. Theoretically, no, I made it so it can't line up properly, but doesn't matter. So each of these is getting 10 bullets. Theoretically. Why did you not... Interesting. Why did the fill for me... The fill for me mod doesn't fill when stuff is placed by the bots. This is what I discovered when I was doing military, when I was out in the world. Okay. So I'm using... Oh, see, they've taken far too much now. I just want 10 in each. Nope, I may as well just place manually because I think it's going to be quicker in the long run. Turrets. Because it then puts the bullets in. Well, it lets me make a neater job. Okay, walls. Now, you don't want the walls to be right up against them because the biters can sometimes reach the gun turret. So, we want a gap of 1. No, I don't want you to destroy stuff. Cliff is in the way, cliff is in the way, so there shouldn't be any way to run around there. Right, we also want the wall to be double thickness, just so it takes them longer to chew their way through. Rotate round, we want a gap. And line it up. I don't want you to delete the cliff. I'll just do this bit manually. Okay, so now we need to block the other little gaps in this cliff. And then we can start developing our coal outpost. We'll do the oil next. Alright, so there's another gap here we need to block. Now, because overall there's going to be less guns here, I want them to be slightly tighter packed. I should put them on the inside, not the outside. So let's actually start with the wall. Right, that should be relatively well defended. And then we just need to block off here. So I'm pretty certain this is all unbroken until we get to here, and then we need to block off here and that, Or we could just have a straight line running here. Let's bring this back, and we'll just go to here. Right, gun turrets. Oh, I forgot to leave a gap, didn't I? Oh yeah, I've got my... No, because if I use a blueprint, then they don't have bullets when they go back down. That's very annoying. Okay, so let's look at the map. So that's defended on that side. That's that gap blocked. So there's a gap here and here. And then I think we're done. Can't believe I forgot to hit record. That is so annoying. Right. So yes, there's a couple of gaps here. We'll just make sure that we've got plenty of gun turrets. I mean, there can be gun turrets here as well on the far side of the cliffs, providing support. And there's a bigger gap here. That's actually a rock that can be just hacked out, so... we possibly want it to be more here. That'll do. So I may as well place gun turrets down there for a bit. And then there is a gap here somewhere. Looking at the map, it's from here to here. Using ghost mode because of the trees. Okay, that's pretty well defended. So, coal outpost, because we are running relatively low on coal. If we check our map at this stage, we're down to 500,000 coal, which can go away pretty quickly. Power is going okay. Can't actually click on a power pole. I'm going to mark this for deconstruction so it will go away when next we're passing. If we had automated base bots, they would do that for us. Okay. Mining. Clear the trees and the nature. So I think we want lines of coal to head this way. And we're going to have a loading station over here somewhere. Do you want to do any more science? I will if it's relatively cheap. So speed modules, productivity modules, and efficiency modules. Those are the three types of modules you can have. Portable solar panels, yes. Insert capacity bonus +2. That's a 250 science. That might be pushing our resources a bit. We do want advanced oil processing, but we can't research that until we get the blues science up and doing. So we are actually running out of the basic science we can do here. Let's get the portable solar panel and that. What the portable solar panel for is is for is I invented something called modular armor. Modular armor. Armor with a small grid for equipment modules that give you unique bonuses. Basically, you can have onboard automated robots and lasers and a force shield and stuff like that. The first modular armor tends to be a bit small to be worth the crafting time. But you can see at the bottom it says accepted equipment, and it lists a whole load of stuff like night vision goggles, bionic legs for running faster. It's all very good. Okay, let's see if we can copy a nice mining array. Something that's relatively even. Control copy. Preferably one that's not using small power poles, which I think these all are. So I won't grab the power poles. Rotate this round. Pop you down and neaten it up a bit before we recopy. Power poles. That'll do, I think. Control copy. Thank you for auto-saving halfway through, but at least you didn't mess this up. There we go. So I can make sure I get the entire field. Probably don't have enough on me at the moment. We'll have to deal with that large electric pole. Right, because it's just hooked into the grid, they started mining, so they're going to start making pollution. I do actually have enough electric miners on me, it appears. Didn't they used to live there? Did I clear them? Oh no, they're up there. I've got 2 more. Let's move you to there, so we can pop that guy in. Okay, so we're missing a few electric miners, but we will come back. And it looks like the power grid needs to extend a little bit. Right, they're all happily mining. So how many miners on a line do we have? 35. Now, I think to completely saturate a yellow belt is a lot more than 35. No. On yellow, it might be about 30 to 40 miners will saturate a yellow belt. If I was using red, I could have more miners on a single line. But at this stage, this probably works out quite well. We can just run these 4 into a 4-way belt balancer and then onto the train. So, yellow belt balancers. No, right-hand click to enter the book. We just need a 4x4 balancer. I keep pressing the wrong keys. It's not Q I want. It's... There you go. I have to hit escape. Right, so I think we need our train station beyond that bit of cliff. So if we do that, that'll work relatively well. And I think we can base our station on this one. We just need to reverse it to be a loading station. So if we copy, it'd be nice to get... If I hold down Shift before I let go of the mouse, we can actually edit it before we place it. So I can get rid of that curve. I don't think I need the accumulators because we're not going to be using filters here. So I am actually going to get rid of all of these. You can see here it's gone to 0 filters, 0 constant combinators. But the rest of that is fine, although I'm going to have to turn them around anyway, so I will just get rid of those. We are going to upgrade to stack inserters when we have them available, but to make a stack inserter you need an advanced electronic circuit. Okay. So we want to load the train. Is it going to be on the wrong side? I mean, I could have the train come in from the track straight into the station. But that would mean there would never be any room for any other trains to stand and wait here. And if I do that, then it's all going to be on the wrong side of the tracks. This is a small coal outpost. I can't imagine I'm ever going to have any other trains running here to pick up coal. I mean, by the time I need other, to be delivering coal to places other than my main base, there's going to be other coal patches which have been tapped. So we just need to leave a bit of room. Actually, what might be good is if we get our curve, make sure we're right-hand drive. So we throw our curve down. Now Control V. And we'll throw our station. Now, the first thing I want to do is rename it, because it will have picked up the name of the old station. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. So that was coal-based delivery. So this is a coal station, but it's coal mining 1. Oh, there's a blinking sound going on. I wonder if it's like the lack of power or the train signals. Interesting. Coal mining 1. That's probably good enough. I'm suddenly thinking, do I want it to be coal-based delivery or do I want it to be base coal delivery? That way all the base stations are next to each other. But also having the name of what the thing is right at the beginning. Yeah. We'll stick with this naming convention. Apply change. Right, and you are already a nice black colour. Is there a signal here? Train stop, coal mining. I thought there was like a proper signal there, but maybe there's not enough track because I got rid of the curve. Oh no, rail signal's in the way. So there is a rail signal there. Okay. Right, let's hook this up to the grid. Medium. There, should do it. Right, so this thing's going to be loading coal. Right, so we are out of inserters. We are out of boxes. Okay, let's see if we can complete this train track. We've still got 18 nanites and 216 train tracks. Right. So at this point we need to curve. Let's get rid of... We'll wire this up via a couple of long poles. There we go. And now we just need to output. Get our curve again. Right-hand drive lines up there. Okay, signalling. Put a proper signal before a train that's trundling along reaches the junction. So I will remove that one, put that one there, because you don't want it to enter the junction unless its exit is clear. And then put a chain signal after the junction in all the directions it can go. See, now this one here, this could be for either line, and at the moment it's the wrong line. But if you press R to rotate it, now the chain signal applies to that, and we need a proper signal there and a chain signal here. So if a train coming along here, it will stop there unless that chain or that chain is green, and if it's coming along here, it will stop there unless that chain is green. Now these are quite close together, so rather than putting a proper signal here for the way in to that, I'm actually going to put a chain signal here, because I want this one and this one to look forward to here before it determines where it's going to go. And proper chain signal there, we already had one. So if a train's coming along this way, it will stop here unless that, and that are green. Because if it just pulls up to here and stops, it's likely to block this road there. In fact, we can see that there's only room for a two-piece train. Okay. Let us back to the base. I meant to hit R there to rotate the train. Right, and this time I will drive a little carefuler, and I'll actually stop here. Right, this thing's gonna need fuel. And seeing as it's a coal train, it may as well get some, it may as well, at the moment, run off some coal. So this is gonna go this way anyway. So we will put a splitter here. And run some coal into it. We'll use a blue for that. Are you going to have power? Yes. Alright, so I need nanites, boxes, and splitters. I said splitters, I meant blue inserters. There we go. Right, is there anything else missing from this thing. I don't have a radar because I didn't hook that one back up again. Okay. Right, let us out of here and return to our post, and we'll actually take the train there this time. Right, so let's hop in this train. But if we click on it, we can actually program it. So your job is to go to coal mining 1 until you have a full cargo. Then go to coal base delivery until you have an empty cargo. And I will set you to, you have a little bit of fuel in you, and I will set you to automatic. And off it goes. So I'm not controlling this. It knows where it's going, it knows the routes, and we should be able to see some of the signals sort of turning on and off as we go. It's a nice sound effect, and it will stop and wait here until it's full of cargo, which obviously at the moment it's not doing anything. And I think everything that was missing just got placed down. Oh, electric mining drills. Okay. I forgot electric mining drills. I'll do that in between episodes. Let's hook up the coal. So you'll have to tell me, as I go on in the game, do you want to see everything I do? Which in many ways is the easiest way. But it also means that, you know, it could be a lot of repetitive stuff, like as I set up more and more, you know, because this isn't the only coal outpost I'm going to have to make. So if I'm setting up another one, do you just want me to show you bits of it, or do I just play and record everything, and that way you sort of get more content? We need these, right, and then we need to load evenly. Now there is a way you can do it using arithmetic combinators and all that sort of stuff, but oh, that's going to be awkward. Well, this is very awkward. I didn't think this through. I'm gonna have to move this back. Okay. Control X. That was bound to happen. It's going to happen even more because as I do that. Right, so what I'm going to do is open a box and give it all my coal. I suppose a deconstruction planner will tell my bots to... It will! Oh, look at that. It's a waste of nanobots, but it's a lot easier to do. Cool. I'm throwing all of these into the same car, that way there's no way it can end up with a full cargo. Right. So let's start with how this is supposed to go. The idea is just that these 3 boxes will load as evenly as possible. So that goes there. That just isn't going to work at all there. But it might work like that. Oh, the other advantage of things like red undergrounds is they can stretch further. If I make this go maximum distance and compare it to a yellow, it gives you a sort of more flexibility in the stuff you do. Right, so then the splitter will go here. These have reordered. And I don't know how I did that. No wonder I'm having trouble finding stuff. Okay, so now I need to shift mouse wheel till I find my 4-way splitter. go there. That's a very annoying cliff. There we go. Right. So this is the uppermost one. So you actually need to turn like that. There we go. So this train is now fully loading up. So let's hop on board. Now, do you see like a total cargo on this? No. You can mouse over the individual containers and see them. Now, obviously, that means a fresh pollution cloud is now shooting out from here, as you know, as we do all this mining. Oh yeah, let me turn it off automatic back to manual mode because I need to repower this. Well, that was easy. Let me get in. Right, so we are... Oh yeah, so this actually gives you an indication as to the cargo inventory. So you can also control trains from up here, and this will list every single train you've got currently running. And you can click on them and adjust their programming and check on them and stuff. Toggle stop names, so you can turn stops on and off on the map. Centering on the locomotive, which means I think you can move the map somewhere. Open this location in the map, that's good. And you can also like give a manual command to a train. Like you can, if it's on manual mode, you can say go here and just click and it will go there. How are we doing? Now is it full when it's there or when it's here? Well, it's still going, so yeah, so it's going to be out to there. Let's just go to the base. You can do that whenever you want, and it's still in auto mode. It's just basically forcing it onto the next part. You can see that you can see its path and everything it's doing. Right, now, one thing you might want to do... Oh, I'm actually going to get it clear. See why in a second. We're using filters here to make sure that we only ever grab coal from anything that stops here. But what if this train accidentally ends up somewhere where it wasn't supposed to and it starts being loaded with green circuits? Then that's equally annoying. But what you can do is you can you can do this. So I shift right clicked. And then a shift left click will copy in the filter. I put coal back. Copy in the filter. So those squares are all blue now, so the only thing that can go into this car is coal. And now if I shift right click here and then left click here, now this one's got the blue as well. So now the only thing that can go into this train is coal. If we tell you to go to coal-based delivery, it goes back to automatic mode. It'll go back into position and it will carry on unloading. Incidentally, if a train hits you at speed, you die. Very quickly. They're quite lethal, so you want to be careful there. Right, so out, connect up our outputs.